Welcome to another episode 27 of We Got Problems. Tonight's topic is social media top powerhouse, Blackout, and we'll be with you. Again, welcome to another episode of We Got Problems and We Got Solution. Headed to my we got the butterfly, but yeah.
Hey,
tell them what up. Come on,
hey,
say something.
I did.
Hey. We got the trash vegan.
Peace, how you doing, Brody?
Oh, we good. We great. Good, G. And my man, 50 gram, Curtis G. Mother Martin.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
It's in the house. Yeah. So tonight's topic: social media top powerhouse, Blackout. Just to give y'all a couple of facts, Facebook owns about 60% of social media. They are worth over $1 trillion. And for it to go down, that's a loss of money, big time. What is your take on this? Coming to you, butterfly.
You would do me when I'm trying to do a video. I'm actually not really surprised. I don't know. I think they got a big mess ahead of them. It's been quite a few times that they've been, I would say, snitched on, but So, I mean, to me, it wasn't unexpected.
Mm-hmm. What's your take on the trash? You're muted.
You know, everything happens for a reason, and it wasn't by mistake that it happened. You know, everybody says, how did it, what do you call them saying in the meetings? Conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories. Everything happens for a reason. I just say that, and I don't think it was a mistake it went down.
What's your take on it, Kurt?
Man, I don't know. I my mind running crazy over it. I think it was a wake up call for us all. But I think to me it just seemed like maybe they not going down the lines of what the government really need them to do. So like Rhonda said, somebody snitched them out. And even with Google, I've been hearing some stuff about Google and Facebook that they haven't been treating their algorithms right. They can put in little stuff like for hate crime. They got algorithms that can grab hate crime and they turns them on and off when they want to. So it's amazing what's going on. But I think it's a wake up call for us to know that for 6-7 hours, a lot of people money stopped, right? Because some people depend on Facebook, Instagram, ads, all of the services that they offer. A lot of people depend on them, and I think it's just basically a wake up call.
Now, one of the people that, if you don't already know, her name is Frances, I believe Hogan, and she was the whistleblower that spoke out about the algorithms and certain things that was going on with the social media network, Facebook, and also Instagram. They say they purposely keep people. What they want to do is keep people on Facebook or keep people on Instagram. But the way that they do it is by showing a lot of hate speech or something, or like fat type of memes and stuff like that. They keep them, make them make themselves feel like their self-worth is not worth it, and so they keep scrolling and they keep digging. Or if you like to go down a rabbit hole, they keep uh uh prodding you with certain language and stuff like that. So it just keeps you on there for a little more time than you would normally spend messing with social media. um but a lot of things that we must understand how to combat this, because uh we don't own these social media networks. Even your once you put it on their platform, it's not ours no more. Even if you cancel out or opt out of saying I cancel Facebook, I cancel Instagram, they still have your data. It doesn't go anywhere.
I think the bigger thing though, when it comes to us and trying to create this ecosystem that we trying to create throughout America, with us doing business with each other and making sure we being intentional about doing business with each other, for the Facebook to go down, now business stop. So how do we do that? So we got to make sure that I know I see a lot of people talk about Cash App, right? They Cash App me and then I'll send your products out. A lot of people doing business that way, right? And what that tell me is that that's another reason the government want to know how much money coming through Cash App, because they figure they're not seeing their part of the money, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's all a money game. So we have to have websites to where now it makes me know that I've seen other entrepreneurs do it, to where every time they post something, you see their website or they shout their website out, right? So
Mm-hmm.
almost every one of my quotes or whatever I post gonna have my website down at the bottom. I'm always saying, hey, you can reach me at curtisgmartin.com, right? And I'm making it easy for them, right? You want to make the website
com.
yeah, you want to make it easy for them, right? You don't want
Yeah.
to be I am the big hitter in Chicago all day every day, right? Like that ain't gonna be something that people gonna really remember, right? curtisgmartin.com, right?
Strokey duck quack.com.
Yeah. so I thought it was real interesting that I think it was Akonandrum. Is that how to pronounce her name?
Mhm.
Yep.
um Somebody told me in one of our group chats, they hit us up and was like, no, our conundrum just said that Facebook and Instagram down. I was like, man, how she get that message out? She had an app.
Mm-hmm.
She
Mhm.
communicated with her people through an app, right? So right there told me I need an app.
Yep.
Right.
Mhm.
But you have to look at it too. They've already been censoring us. Look how many of us get kicked off of Facebook and Instagram for saying
COVID.
anything that they don't like. You know?
Thus that people start saying the jab, right? They probably gonna start kicking you off for saying the
Yeah.
jab.
Right. Spreading
I was
false
talking about the
information.
left
It's like,
hand.
Yeah, the left hand.
right. So it's like, I mean, that should have been a hint for us to get off of the, I mean, use them for now, but know that it's not the end all be all. Like we still have to have a few backup plans because Facebook, obviously, Facebook, Instagram ain't gonna be, you know, they're not reliable for money, like business wise. So you have to have a website, you have to have an app, you have to have something other than
It's
social
just
media
yeah.
that's controlled by somebody else and can control your content and who
So
views your content.
so
Mhm.
not only can they
Hey,
kick
hey,
us off
before y'all
their
start,
platform.
hey, there's a, my guy, Melanated People Social. He has an app. It's called Melanated People Social. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put a banner up. But go ahead, Kurt. But yeah, it's almost like an offshoot of Facebook. If you ever look at the website, I mean not website, but the app. It's also a
No,
website as
I
well.
I was just saying, like, it's you gotta keep in contact with your customers, with your people, just with our group. Like even us, we created a text message group outside of social media, right? So now, when we're not hitting each other on social media, we directly hitting each other, right? Like some of the people where I teach at, they have a Teams in Microsoft, right, to where they communicating through there. So using more than one platform and making sure we can contact people. So definitely, like, I think we talked about this once before, is having you a Aweber account, or one of the other email capturing softwares where you can capture emails. Emails are still being looked at, but we definitely want to make sure we capturing SMS as well, communicating through text message as well, right? Getting one of those numbers. That's a little expensive, but it's worth it, right? Let me know it's worth it, because you can blast out text to all your people and let them know, hey, this what we doing, or this what's going on. Hey, look, you know what? Since Instagram is down, everybody hit my website, curtisgmartin.com, 50% off on everything that anybody buy something now, right? Like, now we getting them people over to our other platforms. And then you know it's other plugins for if, and like Ali, I know you preach having WordPress sites, right? So you can get those plugins. There's a plugin, I forget what it's called. I'll look it up later, but there's a plugin you can put on your website and you can create a chat group,
Yep.
right? And now people can actually log in, and they can log in with their Facebook ID,
Yeah.
right? And then now y'all can communicate within that chat, and then you can make different groups, right? Like,
Yeah. I think one of my main things is Nets is, and I got the university. I'm gonna have the social media part where people can come and set up shop. You know what I'm saying? To be
That's what
able,
we was talking about, getting something like that going anyway. Wasn't that on a to do list?
yeah. I mean, I always had it on there. I already got the. I'm working on it. It's on the back burner. I'm just trying to get a lot of stuff off my plate before I go live with it.
Have y'all heard of the one? I think it was Dr. Boyce Watkins started it. Have y'all heard of that one? Black enough?
No, nah.
yeah, I think I think he charges to be on there.
He doesn't.
He don't. Oh
I've been
wow.
on there for like, well, since it started.
Yeah, and because he spelled it in a way to where I remember him talking about it the way he spelled it, so he didn't seem like he was being too radical and all that. But
Right.
Nigga, I'm
I know
radical. Fuck it.
y'all heard of Yurima Karama. You know
No.
he has a app up. He was like I remember he kept on getting his stuff snatched up off of social media, so he was like, "Yo, I'm tired of this, so I'm gonna build my own platform, and y'all just come and y'all can listen to all my stuff here." And he does all of his talks in the car and stuff, and wherever he's moving throughout the city, he kind of has an app, and any spoken words, any you want to post, you can kind of post it there. So like a few people got apps out now, so that's definitely an avenue we kind of need to start looking into, start getting our apps up.
Yeah.
yeah, no, you
I
definitely
had a
want to have
couple of
app.
people. Yeah. A couple of people asked me
Everybody
already.
having apps. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, a couple of people asked me already. Uh, can I build on my app? And I'm like, let me do some more research. I know that's a rabbit hole.
No. It's a platform to where we can get some basic apps up. It's a platform to where we actually can sell apps.
Curtis know everything.
I know I was gonna tell you guys that we all should, like, it's a price you pay monthly, and then you could do so many apps, right? Like if we all pitched in and we got that platform, now all of us can have an app, and then now that'll pay the bill, and then now whatever we sell, that'll help pay the bill, right? So we'll
Right.
start off using our apps to pay the bill, and then once we get a few people where we build their apps out, then now their apps are paying our bills, right? And now we running our apps for free. But it's just a way to make sure we have our people communicating,
Right.
or we actually can build an app, um, two different apps, one for the Black Masterminds, one for We Got Problems, and then we have branches inside of there. You want to get with Trash Vegan on this app, here he is. You want to get with I Am a Grindaholic, he's right here. You click here. You want to get with Curtis G. Martin, you click here. You want to get with Rhonda, click here. And then when you want We Got Problems, that's another click, right? Like, and then
Mhm.
all of the videos will be right there for We Got Problems. right? All of our products will be there. And then we can blast out text. We can blast out little messages in the morning. We can blast out,
Little messages.
yeah, little
I caught
messages.
that.
But we can blast out little messages with big impact. That's what we can do.
Yeah.
That's
Big
better.
solutions. Big solutions. I like
Yeah.
that.
Bit solutions. We got problems. We got bit solutions.
Right. And
So
go ahead.
no, so many people. Money is connected to their Instagram account though.
Yeah, I mean,
And
That's
Facebook
horrible.
and Instagram.
something simple like that. Like you can't post. Like, what happened? You couldn't do reels or something. Nothing was up, and it just kind of kept on dwindling and going down. So now, okay, we got somebody in the audience. I'm tripping.
Miss Mimi Smith said backups are definitely necessary.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
So when you remember, like, we don't own any of these platforms. Like, you got to remember, Zoom, anything that we jump on, we don't own any of these platforms. So we kind of got to start, instead of fighting amongst each other trying to compete. They already won. Let's go ahead and at least put our chains together and get something that's gonna work for us.
Yeah,
All right,
And
so-
let's
so
do
look-
it. And let's do it in the community so everybody's involved to the point where they don't feel like nobody doing no money grab. You know what I mean? It's not no money grab because we always gonna hold our people to the utmost standard when it comes to being righteous with money. But the whole time we getting robbed like crooks from everybody else. So
yeah.
Hey, have
I'm
you
looking-
seen on TikTok where they do a video and they get you caught up? They telling a little story. Yeah, so the guy, he did this, and you like into the story, say, okay, like and share for part 2, and right. So then now you go to their site on TikTok though, right? You go to their TikTok page and you searching for part 2 now because I got caught up in that story, right? So we supposed to do stuff like that on TikTok, Instagram, have you into that story and then say go to my webpage for part 2.
And see, I'm petty because even when they start putting on a commercial, I don't care how much of the video I watched, I'll quit watching
done,
because I don't want to see the commercial.
Well, you know what I do? I watch them now because I know they're getting paid. Like our people are getting paid something off of it. So I kind of watch them, especially if they're only 5-10 seconds. But some of them I bounce, right? Like
Just gotta press skip.
I mean, you can't
Just press
skip them.
skip.
You can't skip them.
you got to get 4 or 5 seconds of them,
Yeah,
before you
4 or
can
5
skip.
seconds of them, and then press skip.
Oh,
I got a
didn't
premium
know
account.
that.
Yeah,
But see, at some point, our people don't get paid from it.
yeah.
So, but they still put that picture in our head of the ad. So you might as well let that ad run and let our people get paid.
Well, see, I'm
I
talking
don't-
about
I
when
don't
I'm
see
looking
too
at
many
it
of my
on
people.
Facebook, and
Yeah.
it just be stupid videos. I shouldn't even be watching them anyway because I'm not learning anything from them. I'm not gaining any kind of knowledge. It's just
What is it? I got you.
Don't feel like you're the only one. Everybody falls
Got
victim to at least
like
one
you
of
just
those
get sucked into
videos.
these stupid ones. It's like, why am I watching this anyway?
But that's what we do. That's what catches. But the learning lesson for me was okay. Create me some content. Keep people engaged. And that fat part of it where they need the rest of the how. You got to go to my website to get it. Right? Get you used to going to my website.
Yeah,
that's gonna be
it's
key.
a good tactic with most people. But like I said, I'm petty. I just like I'm not that concerned at finishing the video. I don't care that much to see the rest of it.
But so that's them corny ones. Well, but what about somebody's teaching you and you learning and then
then I'll do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm
But
talking about.
just the regular, like, no, I don't even know how I got sucked into watching somebody pour some paint anyway. Like, there's one I watched like a million times, and it's like, why am
You
I
want to be
watching
rich?
this still?
You want bling bling?
But that's
I'll
that's
scroll
what
right
social
past
media
stuff like
is.
that.
That's what social media is, and that's what they breaking it down to. I saw something even during the hearings. I think with Facebook, they were talking about how they did a survey with the kids, and the kids are saying that Facebook is for old people, like the newer generation. They go like they don't know that was theirs, and then the older people like came, right? Like
Right.
the older people flocking now where the youngsters go. Right, the youngsters go kick stuff off, and they hiding from their parents. And then all of a sudden, here we come running around, running them, and then they looking for the new thing. Right, they over on WhatsApp now. Right, like, but now you know it ain't even us. Our grandparents are over there on Facebook now. We didn't ran over to Instagram. You know what I mean? So
not knowing that they're all the same thing.
Yeah, well, they are, but the older people hovering over there still with cats and stuff, right? And then everybody else
playing the games on Facebook.
Yeah, and playing the games on Facebook.
Still growing gardens.
Have you played Candy Crush? No, I ain't playing that shit. I've been playing Candy Crush.
So they got a campaign. They got a campaign to market to kids.
Yeah,
they need more kids. They were saying that Instagram is gonna Facebook is finna go under. They say they got problems.
They definitely do.
they got problems. They was talking about they gonna go under because they need some kids, and it reminded me of like the cigarette commercials, right? Cigarette commercials ain't for people that smoke cigarettes. They already sprung. They already gonna go get their cigarettes
because they
got the one in their hand.
Yeah, they need the new customer. So they have these pretty pictures and all that, right? So, but anyway, same thing with this social media. They need to hook the kids.
And that's kind of what they were the big fuss with the vaping was, because they had all these juicy fruit and these fruity marshmallowy flavors to the, like, who are you trying to get hooked on your products, bro? This is clearly a carcinogen, and it's also a tobacco product. So who are you really trying to market these products to? You know this is going to get this person sick. You know this is going to get this person somewhere down the line in a hospital in some type of bad. This is what the records show. Smoking does this, but now you marketing bubble gums and lollipops. Who the hell are you marketing to? And the same thing with the poison food.
You remember Juicy Fruit theme song?
Juicy Fruit, something, yeah.
Pull it out, stick it in. Taste is going to hit you when it pop you in your mouth.
Oh man,
I don't remember that at all.
It's going to move you. Juicy Fruit.
That's what I remember. That part.
Hey, look, we was talking about that earlier because I was telling somebody my daughter came in, and one of the things she started saying around the house when something go on, she go, "What the?" And she got it off a cartoon. She got it off a cartoon. And somebody said, "Oh, these cartoons wild now." I said, "No, they were wild back then. We didn't know what to look for. If you go back and look at some of them cartoons we were watching, man, that shit, wow, man, they wild."
I saw some of the old Tom and Jerry cartoons.
Yeah, they horrible, man.
Get away with.
Yeah, they horrible, man.
Yo, this is bullying at its best, and this is what
Buzz
they
Bunny.
teach the kids.
Not just bullying. They had sexual content.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It had racial content too.
Racial content as well.
Tom. You only see the black hands.
Yeah.
You don't never say, Tom.
But yeah. Hey, so have you guys started collecting emails?
Ren and Stimpy.
I have.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't a kid's cartoon. Never was it.
Trash is trying to ignore your question.
Yeah, he ducking the question.
He like, nah, we
I
finna get out this subject.
Ren and Stimpy, I'm very familiar with Ren and Stimpy. Like I said, it was not a kid's cartoon. It was not designed for kids. That's just like the Family Guy. That
you had to get Ren and Stimpy on your email list.
Right.
We're gonna have to get them on your email list because we all should be collecting emails, and then we're gonna move to that app, and then we're gonna move to SMS, right? It's like it's a must.
Hey, we got to figure out how we're gonna do it with the group. You know what I mean? So we got problems, we got it going out, but we on topic. Hold on, we on topic.
So you guys can get a MailChimp account. Right, MailChimp, I think, have a free account for until you get to so many subscribers, right? So,
So also you have HubSpot. as well.
HubSpot.
The app for
Okay,
that.
I'm not too familiar with them, but I HubSpot, Mailchimp, Aweber is a paid service, which I use them. I like Mailchimp a
Constant
lot.
contact.
A lot of people told me like back in the day, it was just Aweber was easier to use, and I find Aweber easier to use, but it's a paid service. Now with Mailchimp was one of the first ones around, so they connect to everything, right? So with my Shopify account, I have my Aweber set up to my Shopify, right? So when somebody buys something, depending on what they buy, they go into a group. So now I can market to them separately, right? Because I know what they bought. They bought Take Action, so the next book they get is how to manage your money, right? Like, and then the people that goes over here, I know what book to send them next. And then you keep them. Then my credit repair book, you buy the credit repair stuff. Okay, you need credit, so now I know what to market to you. And then sometimes I blast them all. Right. That's why when you notice when you're in some people's funnel, I'll call it, right? Or because what happens is they'll send you an email. You signed up for this service, right? So they'll send you an email for that. Then they'll send you an email for this. You're like, damn, he didn't send 3 out today. Then he'll blast you one to all of them, and then you get the same email 3-4 times, right? Because you in a bunch of different little outlets of his funnel.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people like maybe I'm thinking that funnel is not set up correctly, because I've seen people funnels to where they know how to keep you at the funnel right at the top. If you don't buy, then you never get them next wave of emails, right? Like it can be set up properly to where when you marketing to your people or offering your people some nice discounts or products and services, to where they only go past this funnel because I know you didn't buy. And then once you buy, you drop down in the funnel. Now you ready for this. So you only gonna get this marketing scheme. So it's a lot to it. So we just gotta dig in and make sure we communicating with our people and contacting our people so we can contact them outside of here. Like I have a series of emails that I purchased. I'll shoot them out to you guys so y'all can start using them. You got to go in and change them up to fit your products, but you can use them. And then you can set, like I have some to where it's a 4 series of, there's some of them a 6 series, some of them might be a 10 series email, to where you send them an email, then you check on them, then you tell them, hey, you don't want to miss this. Hey, look, you know what? Matter of fact, I have you a discount, right? Like all the way down to let's see where they at, right?
Right. And that's a good idea. As long as we have other things other than social media, we're not
Yeah.
solely depending on social media. Because, like I said, you see what they do. They'll censor and block and determine what they think everybody should know that you post.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still infiltrate, educate, and vacate, right? Like that's the name of the game. That's gonna be the game with everything. Like even if I double back to Instagram, okay, now I'm shooting something here, then I'm shooting you back over to my website. You got to go to the website to get the discount. That's why, like even like the way we use Amazon, right? Like we
Hmm.
use Amazon the same way. I don't want to sell no books on Amazon. I don't want Amazon getting all my money. So with my books, my book $150 on Amazon. My book $70 on Amazon. So, but you know what that do? Amazon has so much juice to where now you can find me in Google with the Amazon link. And
Hmm.
then when the Amazon link, now you know to go to my website. And now plastered on my book is my curtisgmartin.com, right? Like, let me go to this website, see how much this book is. Oh shit, it's only $20 over here. I'm gonna buy it here. Cause
Yep.
I get guys all the time, like when I'm teaching classes, I don't sell products in there, but I set my books up, right? And people start taking pictures for them to buy a book later, right? I said, yeah, they on Instagram. I mean, they on Amazon, but you might want to go to my website. They're a lot cheaper, right? Like I make sure I let them know, and then they take the website down. Like I don't market to them. They just see them, and then they want to know what's up. But
Same thing with me. I got mine up on I think Amazon for like $50. Get my book on my page for $25.
Yep, and that works. That's just a strategy to be found in Google, right? Because everybody always gonna Google you, and so we can't be stuck on just that one platform either. We got to make sure we're using all the platforms, right? Like a lot of people don't use Pinterest. I just cranked my Pinterest account back up, and now I'm back posting on Pinterest all the time too. Another one that we miss out on is LinkedIn. A lot of times we forget that LinkedIn is actually the people that work or looking for
Right.
jobs, right? So they have money, right? So we run from LinkedIn because, oh, that's work stuff. We don't want that. We want to go over here where the fun at,
That's
right?
exactly where you want the
Right. So
working people.
You want to go where the flexing is at.
yeah, we go with the flexing that. Hey, but you know what, man? I'm so proud of people that's flexing now, though. I am, because I didn't learn how to flex. I learned how to flex for free. Right. So that's what's cool, right? Like, well, people call it flexing, I call it living, man. You know what I mean? If my living is flexing, then that's on you, right? But
Right.
I didn't learn how to live for free with buying nice things, right? So but anyway, and then that's us taking ownership, right? I think Nipsey Hussle always talk about vertical integration, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that means we own everything, right? Like so that's from the website to my email list to my, like, email lists are worth a lot of money, right? Like so this is what people are doing as well, right? So you get all your traffic from Instagram, right? But what we'll do is say, like, Rhonda, when you having the book club, you set out an email, I can blast it to all my people. Hey, look, we having a book club tonight. Boom, blast it to all my people. Then let's see who show up, right?
Right.
A lot of times what people are doing, another way to generate money, you create a link, affiliate program. You set up an affiliate program, and then now I have a link under your affiliate program. I send my people, then they all sign up, and whatever you giving me, $2, $3, 20, whatever it is, 1,000, whatever it is, when my people sign up, you have a software that's calculating what you're supposed to pay me. Like, you hear a bunch of entrepreneurs that say, hey, well, man, I had to pay out 200,000. I hate to pay that money out, right? But that's because now they have affiliate links, and they had one affiliate that was killing it. It ain't really you paying out. You giving them what's owed to them, because you wouldn't have had none of that money, right? And then
Right.
that's us using each other's platforms. We cross using each other platforms.
That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah,
Build from within.
instead of relying on Instagram, Facebook, all these others. So I shouldn't just say them. She said LinkedIn is fire. Yeah, LinkedIn is fire. You know what else LinkedIn has? You can go on LinkedIn and place your blogs on LinkedIn, right? And they have a cool feature to where you put a snippet, and then it says read more, and the read more takes them to your website. Like I
Oh,
set
I
up.
need to update my LinkedIn then.
No,
I've
it
been
takes them to
asleep.
your website. So look, one thing I did for my blog post, I created a template for my blog post. I haven't started using it yet, but I have all y'all a space on there, right? So when I put Trash Vegan's book on there, you go to that blog, Trash Vegan book gonna be on there. Rhonda's book gonna be there. I got Grindaholic on there for if you want web services, right? Like, and then now we sending people around circles to our own platforms and not to everybody else's platform.
I
And
love
then
being able to grind from within, bro. That's how it's supposed to be.
yeah, no, that's what's supposed to happen. That's us creating that ecosystem, right? Everybody feed and eat off each other. And you know the people that get mad is the ones that don't put nothing in the ecosystem. Because if you don't have nothing in the ecosystem, you can't get nothing out, right? I used to post this quote that says, the hustle game know what you put in, because it only gonna let you get out what you put in.
Facts.
Right.
Facts. That's some real
Right?
facts right there.
Right. So if you ain't putting nothing in, you don't get nothing back.
You didn't put nothing in on this, man. That part.
And I try to like make sure, like, I give value all of the time, man. So I think I told y'all before, I had a guy, man, that used to get on my free calls for a year. He never bought nothing. He got on there for a year. Credit scored and rose up, right? And finally he like, man, you know what? I'm gonna buy the book, because man, you didn't just help me out so much. and then he bought the book.
You know what, man? The universe has a real funny way of reciprocating what you put into it. Like you said, the hustle game know what you put into it. The universe has a real funny way of hitting you with some jewels when it's supposed to. It's just we got to stay consistent on being on our path. Not everybody really want to be on a path that really makes sense because they're so used to getting something out of everything they do. And most of the time, the good deed is enough. You know what I mean? If you're putting in the work, everything you do, it should come to light at the end. So,
Hey, you know what else on that trash is that um obstacles get in the way just to see if you really want it. Like when you get on that path, obstacles come just to see if you want it. Like right as I said I was gonna crank up, I had my new colors. I even changed. I don't know if y'all noticed, my colors have even changed a little bit more on the website and what I'm doing on my Instagram, right? And then I was like, I'm finna crank up, and then you know what, my phone went like I can't get online now. Right, like I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Then I started posting for Canva, and then I said, okay, now since I'm posting from Canva, I need to automate a whole bunch more of this instead of me physically posting. Right, right now it drove me to not only not only me physically posting more, but now I'm finna work with another one of our team members, right? Like we creating that ecosystem. I'm gonna work with another one of our team members, and then now I'm feeding her ecosystem, and she helping me at some point. And actually, she had already fed my ecosystem before already too, as well, right? Her and her moms, right? Like so, I thought that was cool, and I think that's cool the way we operate, and the more we keep operating like that as people that we interviewing, right? Um when Ali interview people, we got to make sure we keeping them in that network. We got to make sure we keeping them in that circle, and tagging them with pictures and shouting out they products, and then now they say, oh man, they've been showing me love, right? And then now they stay within that ecosystem, and then now like for me, this shirt right here, I can see somebody buying this from Gucci for $200.
Right.
It says seasons on it. It's from my guy at 365 all year round, right? Like I just saw his brand. I said, man, that's your own brand? He like, yeah, I said, man, let me check it out. I want to buy something, right? Automatically, like soon as I see shirts, I had another guy, hey, this your brand? He like, no, I bought this. I was like, oh, okay. Right. But if that's their brand, man, when they come around me, I'm gonna purchase that because now I don't have to wear Adidas. Actually, I wore Adidas today, but I'm not wearing Adidas on our show.
But you say I'm not proud of it, but I wore it.
Yeah, I'm not proud of it.
I
relapsed.
You know what that teaches
Put the
though
Kango
when you do stuff like that, you teach your kids to go ahead and invest in people that look like them.
Yeah,
Once you teach your kids to do that, then maybe we can change something for our next generation. Like I do it all the time whenever I see somebody out hustling. Like you gotta support somebody who's doing something righteous because it's a lot of people out here doing some crash dummy stuff. You got a lot of people out here investing time and stuff that's not gonna get them nowhere but dead or in jail. You know what I mean? They invest a lot of energy in that shit. But when you got people out here, even if it's just some kids out there selling them $5 candy bars nowadays, candy bars used to be $1 out here in these streets. Helen Grace got these $5 candy bars that's going out.
I buy something from them. Sometimes I give them the $5 and I don't even want the candy because I'm trying to, because I might eat it.
I can't eat the candy, so I always just donate money. I'm like, I respect you for being out here hustling and coming and being straight up when you ask and not coming sagging and on your phone. And I respect anybody out there willing to get out there to
some of them I shake though, Trad. I shake some of them though, cause they'll tell me, "Hey, this for my basketball team. We trying to get some uniforms." I'm like, man, come on, man. I've been watching you. You don't play no basketball, man.
Right.
and even then, you know what I mean. If you can't come clean cut and ready to do business, you don't need to come talk to me. I see some young queens out there. They just be out there hustling, and I know they don't be doing nothing but hustling. But they clean and they ready to work. They presentable and they come straight, ready to shoot. So if you can shoot straight, you deserve what you're out here asking for.
Yeah,
it's too much out here for us not to have it, and it's too much for us not to break bread with each other. You know what I mean? A lot of us out here, we look and trying to keep what we got when the whole time we can't build anything unless we open up and kind of build with each other. We kind of got to get
No,
that
that's
as
a
a
must.
habit, and that gotta be something that's regularly done. You know what I mean? I talk to people all the time, and it shouldn't be like I got to charge you to talk to you. You know what I mean? If I can add value to you, and that helps you get to the next step, make sure you go ahead and reach back and do the same. You know what I mean? It's gonna be somebody out there that needs a good ear or a hand, and you should be able to throw that to them.
Hey, speaking of that, we have the Black Masterminds takeover.
Black
That's what I was
Friday
doing.
takeover.
Black Friday takeover. Uh, this is what I was doing while we was talking. So it's $25 per ticket. Anybody else want to give the particulars?
Yeah, you can go to the Black Master at the Black Masterminds on Instagram. Click the link in the bio, and you. Oh, it's not in the bio. You
Oh,
know, I think Jess did it. It's not in the bio. Hey,
She did do it, but it's not in the
yeah,
bio
Jess
yet.
did it, but yeah, no. Click the link in the bio, and we're gonna get it. If it ain't in the bio, DM Black Masterminds, and we're gonna make sure we get that link over to you.
yeah. I'm just trying to get ahead of the game. Hold on. Let me export this again because
Hey,
something was
Trash, you
off.
said something about um doing business and teaching your kids to take care of their community. Like my son, I tried to call him just now. He probably know I want to put him on air, so he ain't trying to come. But I make sure I tell him in this order: you take care of yourself first, then
Yes,
your
sir.
family, and then your community. Right?
Yes,
You
sir.
got to make sure you do all three of them. And sometimes taking care of your community ain't even about money. Sometimes it can be. Sometimes, man, it can be teach them to just go to the park and clean up a little bit.
And
Right?
not
We
just
can,
that, not just have pride in their community. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Don't
But
let
that's showing
nobody else.
pride. If you go clean up a little bit, you go paint a wall, right? Like a graffitied out
Not spray
wall.
paint a wall.
Yeah, not spray paint.
What? You don't want to spray paint?
Hey,
No,
Well,
my
if
thing
it,
is this:
we don't
we
want to end up in jail
we
for
don't
some
have
petty shit.
we don't have enough of our kings and queens out here teaching our babies to give back like that. And the ones that do, they don't get any type of recognition in the proper way. The only thing you see them trying to do is tear them down and find some type of smut on them, or that's just kind of how that crabs in the bucket theory. It's like whenever we see anybody trying to do positive for something, you see somebody trying to tear them down just as fast. So we got to be more aware of our actions. And if we start in the mirror, like you said, take care of yourself first. We start in the mirror, like Foreman say, our mirror work is everything. Um, we start in the mirror and get ourselves together, and we actually take care of our families. Like we really hold ourselves accountable on how we raising our kids. Because like I was talking to one of the teachers. I'm down in my kids' school all the time, and I was talking to one of the teachers, and it was one of the parents that just came up and was rude. And the teacher just looked at me, and this is one of our stern teachers. Like she has a reputation of really like making sure she didn't take no trash in her class, no pun intended. But she was looked at me. She was like, "Now, if you see this parent talk to us crazy out here just because his parents want to do what it want to do, how you think that kid gonna talk in the class?
yeah.
How you think this kid is talking to me?"
Yeah.
We got to be aware of how we raising our kids, and make sure we're not letting social media raise our kids. We find
What?
we find our kids stuck on these phones all the time. We hand them these little devices, and we stop parenting. And then we want to get upset when the kid is behaving poorly, or we want to get upset when the kid is talking back. When they saw all these kids on TikTok and all these other shows talking back, you know what I mean? It's okay.
Yeah, I had to get my son up off of that damn Caillou. He started acting like Caillou. I think that's the dude name, right? Like, man,
The
come
little
on, man.
man, you better get some bass in your voice, boy. You
Yeah,
better hurry up, Kai. You ain't got no bass, boy. Kai, you don't
I'm
come from the
sad.
east side, baby. Kai, you
yeah,
was
yeah.
not raised in California. Clearly, Kai, you wouldn't have made it out here. He ain't cut like
Yeah,
that, bro.
no,
Hmm.
man. Yeah,
Kai,
so
you ain't got 23 of me.
we fight now all the time, just on GP.
Mhm. Just trying to make sure you keep him on point. Like there's some good stuff out there, and getting him at his age, getting him interested in reading is the most important thing you can do. So you can feed him with the knowledge that you want him to ingest. And that was one thing that we really did. We still do. You know, we keep books as a healthy regimen in our house to make sure it's fun for them. One, you got to make sure it's fun for them. If it's not fun for them, why they doing it? So you can't just feed them the literature. You can't just give them Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X all the time. You know what I mean? You got to give it to them in the kids' form and something that they can digest. And then on top of it, put a Captain America or whatever the hell they might want to read, a Danny Dollar, one of our intro to crypto.
Yeah, no, you got to give them stuff to keep their chest poked out, keep their chest poked out, keep
Yeah.
their head up high.
Put
All
the
right.
They
wind
got to
beneath
kick
their
it
feet.
too.
Hey,
They got
I hate to change the subject, man, but how many people y'all follow or that y'all keep in contact that actually have apps?
They actually have apps.
Yeah, that like
I follow very few people, you know, for a lot of reasons. I got to a point at the top of the year, I just cut out all the people I was following. So the people who I do follow, that I can genuinely interact with them. Like I don't like if you go on my page, I'll genuinely go back and hit likes and like all my stuff is genuine. Like
Yeah.
anybody who I
that's a good
follow is
way to
genuine.
build. That's a good way to build. A lot of that's organic. A lot of people don't build that way. A lot of people go for the fast quantity and just throw it out there, right? I think I did
Quantity
that
is
for a
not
while, right?
quality.
Right. I
Quantity is
Yep.
did that
not
for a while.
quality. You know what I mean? Like, if we can't get like our regular people to just come in and join us on, if we've been doing this for months now.
All right. So how
Like,
many apps? How many apps?
I don't
How many
know,
people have
none.
apps?
Like
So
I
Not
don't
that
I
many.
zero.
don't think any of mine do.
The only
none.
person is a conundrum, and
Okay.
she got two items: the black virtual mall. And I advise anybody with a business go seek her out and see if you can get a store up in there.
So
So
I one app, I have one app, right? Like, so that's
You
telling
got
us
an
that
app?
no, not me having an app, somebody I follow
Oh,
that has an app.
I'm like,
No, I don't have an app. No. I'm ready though. Once I saw that she blasted out to her customers, she even like she's so informative to her people, her network, right? She's so informative to where she let people found out that Instagram was down through her.
right.
And that's because she have an app and she's making sure she keep value in that app to where people are checking it. So that's kind of my point. Like it's not a lot of people with apps. It's not. And when
no,
social media went down, it's like all them lives I see going was stopped, right? And that's where people market and sell their products is on their lives.
yeah,
Yeah, there was a lot of people sick that day,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
and stuck, didn't know what to do. But
yeah.
it's like that's why we got to be on the other platforms, our own platforms, apps, websites.
Email is
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
the whole gambit. We
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
we gotta own it from A to Z because it's like we saw what happened. What's up? Something fly, peace be loved. Yeah, like if we don't have our own platforms, we automatically we give power to the other side. Automatically.
Mhm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I always say this, yeah, and y'all heard me say this before. If they can feed you, they can starve you.
Yeah, yeah. And,
You know what I'm
and,
saying?
and, and we ain't saying don't use their platforms, right?
Nah,
Right.
I'm not saying that at all, but I'm just saying we need to build something. We ain't building enough. We're inundated with their products. And so if they say, all right, you got to do XYZ, we got to bend the knee to be a part of their system.
Yeah, it's kind of like Kyrie in the NBA right now, right?
Yeah. If you want to play, boy, if you want to play, you got to get that poison.
Hey,
Poison.
but see, I like how I like his stance. Is what all of our stance should be.
He's not
It's
butt
your
broken yet.
it's your body. You should have a choice to do what you want with your body. It shouldn't be forced. Now, if this person chooses to go jump off a bridge, yeah, it's not safe for the people on the bottom, the shit tell them to move. If this person's gonna do it anyway, you know what I mean? This person clearly wants to jump. You can't stop somebody from doing something they want to do. And that's the whole reason we're supposed to have something called freedoms in this country. And freedom just ain't so free.
Hey, you
Well, they're
said
trying to
jump
give
off
us
a bridge.
liberties.
You said jump off a bridge. My mom's was in Cleveland years ago, man, and a guy got on top of a bridge and was about to jump, and the people down at the bottom started yelling, "Jump, jump, jump!" I thought that was crazy, man. I was a kid though.
No, you gotta understand. Some people want to do it, and if you want to do it, some people gonna go ahead nowadays gonna film it. Everybody
Yeah,
gonna
they
pull
gonna
their
feel. Yeah,
phone
it'll be
out
on
and watch
Instagram for sure.
Yeah, you definitely going live. That's a viral video. People don't care about much these days, and empathy, it just ain't so empathetic no more. People just
That's because
don't
we've
have,
been desensitized to all of that.
and it's been done so continuously.
And eloquently.
It ain't
Yes,
eloquent.
like
It
It's
is eloquent when you
It's
can have your
disgusting.
people.
I get tired of it. I get tired of it, man. Some of them I skip. Once I see what it's about to be, I skip.
It's
Some of them, when I
disgusting.
see it so much, I like, okay, let me see what happened, right? Like
Hey,
all these people talking about it, but
how I would say, if you didn't want to get peed on, just get out the way.
Hold on. See now, me personally, I grew up
Nah, I'm
in a
talking about
different
Aaron
era.
Magruder when he did the skit with R. Kelly.
I know what you're talking about. But I grew up in a different era, right? So like when we used to get information, it wasn't via the internet. We used to get
Wait. Different from who? Because I think we all the same age.
from the era that
Oh,
they get
okay.
information from now. You know what I mean? The information that we get now is immediate. Like the information that I got growing up, it was like VHS or something like that. Otherwise, you didn't get information like that. So, like I remember, like the hood fights or the hood fights and all of those DVDs are like the only way you could get it. Once we got the internet, it became really readily at your fingers. But you know, we grew up and we saw Faces of Death, and that was just the most gruesome thing you could see growing up as a kid. And you was like, okay, I'm tough enough to watch all the scary movies now. But now it's not fake no more. You see people getting slaughtered in the most heinous ways via camera. And it's like to a point where we see it so much, it's like, oh, that's just another dead body. And our kids are getting desensitized to that stuff now. So we have all the stuff on social media that's just being shown like it's okay to watch some of this shit. We gotta pull back off what we're ingesting as far as our media content. We gotta put some stuff out that actually makes sense. Seeing all this death and shit ain't normal. We should not be
Well,
desensitized.
think about the video games when
hey,
you play.
I don't let my son play first person shooters. That Fortnite, Call of Duty, all of that shit. That shit's out. My
Hey,
son,
so
I
Trash,
can't
think
stand that shit.
think about like what we've been talking about this whole time. Facebook can turn off the police shootings. They can censor that,
But they don't.
but they don't. Right? That's
Why,
what
why
some of
would
this
they
stuff
take
is
away
about.
their money? You got to understand. Why would you ask somebody if a dope dealer got paid for selling dope? Why would you tell them to stop selling dope and start selling cookies
No,
when
I
he's
get all
clearly
that.
making
So
money off dope?
my thing is this: if you're gonna show those, show everything else, right? Like if you're gonna like take Reza off Instagram for debating and showing reasonable doubt to a lot of information that's out there for his topics, then you should take the other stuff off too. And then just let us worry about it when we get to work. Let us worry about it when we get to school, right?
No
Like,
COVID information, exactly, good or bad.
yeah,
If
yeah.
you
If you're gonna do that, right?
if
Like you can't
if you just taking what's good.
so that's just the same thing throughout history. You give us what you want to say that's right.
Yeah, I mean,
But see,
just think about it. You
that's
only
their
had the
game
news
plan.
media. You only had the news media to feed you the information,
And they were still
and
making
it's not
shit up.
unbiased. You know what I'm saying? It's biased and a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
But that's their game plan. They control the information
Yeah.
that you ingest. So they say, well, that's the same thing we spoke about last time.
Well,
History is written by the victors. You
well,
don't get to write history when you won.
yeah. Well, we the
When you
new
lose.
black media, so we give
Yeah, yeah.
a perspective of what we've come from and what we feel, and the information in detail what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole time we just been hearing take the poison, take the poison, take the poison. We haven't heard anything on the news to give us a different opinion. You may hear it probably once, maybe twice, but it get buried. All
It's
you
not a
keep
part
hearing
of their
is
agenda, bro. Like
exactly. We know who own and control this.
when you're not talking about anything that's going to be financially beneficial to them, the people who actually make bread off of this stuff, media. I was watching a beautiful interview with Byron Allen, bro, on the Breakfast Club. I had to listen to half of it and go through snippets of it again when he talked about the parts where he said, you as a non-melanated male, he says, you have a 13-year-old daughter, 12, 13-year-old daughter. He said, would you want me to control the image of how your daughter sees herself and have full control of everything that goes on TV, how she should be depicted? Do you want me to have full control over that? He said, no. He said, I got daughters. Why the hell would I want you to have full control over how you see my daughter and how you want my daughter to look on your network? I was like, wow. Byron
Yeah.
Allen,
And that's 100. That's keeping it 100.
Hey, he's definitely high up on my list. We all need to go check that interview out, and I'm
Oh yeah.
tapping into that king a lot more. He owns the weather station now, and
Yep.
he owns all, I think, 8 other networks, and
No, he
a
owned
host
like
of other
he owned like damn near all the weather stations though, right?
He
No,
owned all the weather stations
he owned
outright.
weather.com.
What
Yeah.
happened is it was owned by like 3 different or 4 different companies that was all sharing it, and he bought the company. He bought the
Bought them
station
outright.
from all of them, and he
And I think
combined them
Discovery
all
as
under
well.
his. Yeah, he up there right now, and he just spoke about how we can get economic inclusion, bro. Like that was his big point he was
Yeah.
driving home. He was
He was
go ahead.
yeah, he was talking about how the commercial dollars are divvied out. You
In a
know,
predatory manner. He said that
yeah.
any type of money that you have access to is given to us meaning melanated people, in a predatory sense, meaning that they only gonna make you sign a contract that you know you can't live out, or if you do live out, it's gonna be so thin that they already own that you ain't gonna have no chance to really build nothing of really value,
Mm-hmm.
because they gonna take all the value out of it and give you the crumb, and you can't get access to any other type of money from anybody else because they the gatekeepers, and they hold all the keys to everything that goes on in their city, so, or in their industry, I should say. So
Yeah. Take for instance like Revolt TV. They don't they got a black face that parade around saying this is mine, but when you look at who's in the back, just like what was the other one, Title, they put old boy in front, and you think he owned all of this. Nah, look at the people in the back, the whole organization. It's not
but
us.
he got a lot of people paid with getting people signed up for that, brother. He did get some bags for some
And
people.
he sold it.
But
That's what
sometimes
business is, though. You don't buy these businesses to keep
sometimes
them.
that is business, but at the same time,
But why are we the only people that have to sell our business?
yeah. So
To buy other businesses.
I think where we go wrong at with that model is that when you build a model and it starts to work and you start to make millions of dollars, you start to make more money than you can use, you're supposed to teach that game to somebody else so they can start building it, right? So when you sell, that other one is building up, right? Like we sell it, and then now we stuck back over here where we started at, right? It was like the dude that owned Bevel. I can't remember his name, but he came out with all the black shavers, and I think GE wanted them, and he was like, no, I ain't messing with you guys. Gillette, GE, one of them,
Yeah.
and he was like, no, I ain't selling it. And then, man, they offered him a half a billy, man, for that company, and he took it. But I'm gonna tell you this: the only reason I bought that high ass shaver because it was a black guy.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I bought it, I can go buy a shaver for $59. I bought a $200 shaver because you was
For the
black,
king.
brother. But now
For the
you
king.
sold that company, right? And then once I needed parts for it, that $200 shaver sitting in my cabinet
Trash.
because I'm not re-upping and keeping it. Like I
Right.
know the game. Like I'm gonna help you out as a business. I'm gonna float with you, but you supposed to ride with it. If you played like you was holding out for more money,
Yeah.
right? So at some
It,
point, we supposed to grind our businesses out and keep them and make them FUBU.
not even make them FUBU, make them like Walmart. Pass it down to the next generation. Have the next generation pass it down to the
Yeah.
next
No,
generation.
But you when
what I mean is it's just for us by us, right?
Oh
Like
so
no,
when
nah.
he was talking about
You,
economic
you talking about
inclusion,
FUBU? I'm talking about Bufu. By us.
again,
Fuck you. Nah,
when he was talking about it, he was talking about in the classroom. He was talking about on us in business and just in general and the opportunities that we have. It's such a he said burn the knee pads. That was the part that just stuck with me. I'm burning my knee pads. He said, I'm not scared. They're gonna come after you. They're gonna deal with you however they want to. But you stand a lot better chance when you got your bread up and you can afford a good lawyer. So
but also teach the game. If you holding on to that idea and they come after you, now the game is dead, right? You
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 got
got to teach the game.
and he's doing a story that I'm looking forward to listening to. He's doing a documentary on the Queen Goddess, Coretta Scott King.
mm.
So I want, and he's giving the story through her eyes, what she saw, and why her husband got assassinated, and why they gave the green light to go ahead and take him.
Well, see,
So
that's a whole nother story because I heard his mama was assassinated too.
Yep.
Right, so
and it,
that's a whole nother story. But see, so let's get back to us being on their platforms, and then they kicking us off our platforms, and then we trying to build these businesses, right? Like that's what this whole thing is about. We don't want to be on their platforms, but their platforms is all that's there for us because we make those platforms. We're the dancers, we're the cool ones, right?
Yep.
We're the ones
fashion.
that come up with stuff that everybody want to do, right? They doing it
We
like
dictate culture.
yeah, we dictate culture. Even on TikTok, right? You got the girl that created that TikTok first dance that everybody was doing a couple years ago, the challenge. And
Hmm.
and she has way less views than other people, I'll say.
Her counterparts.
Yeah, her counterpart. She has less views, right? So looking at stuff like that, um, when we build our companies up at some point, like me, like honestly, I'm building two companies. One I'm building to sell, and one I'm building to keep. As I go building this one for sale, everybody gonna know the game. If you don't know the game and have access to it, then it's on you. Cause I'm giving the information out, but I'm looking forward to selling this business. But I'm
Hmm.
giving it to you all alone. You got to take it and do something with it.
Hmm.
Like
But
it's no
but what
reason we growing up. Any generation should grow up with bad credit. Like I watch people go and buy a car because nowadays when you go buy a car, especially if you buy it from a bank, you get the loan from a bank, they're gonna give you a bank card, they're gonna give you a checking account, a savings account. You're gonna have everything you need. Now you gotta learn how to play the game, but most people don't know how to play the game. When they finish, the car got took, the card overdrawn, the bank account overdrawn, and now you stuck in worse shape than you were.
yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
So
I think a lot of people didn't like I think I learned a keen lesson when MySpace sold out. When MySpace they sold for like 500, half a billion, or less than that, 250. I have to go look it up. But when they sold out, and then Facebook came along, MySpace wasn't the same because it was bought out by Yahoo. You know, the big establishment. And I think for us, we don't rock with the big establishment. How you know, he's, you know, what was his name? Tom. That shit was so egocentric that even though he was he was your friend, even though you didn't choose him, he was your first friend on that on MySpace. But and then what we saw the total opposite with Facebook. Facebook said, I'm gonna keep my shit. I'm not selling out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so now it's $1 trillion company. Now it works just like Apple. Apple go and purchase other companies. Facebook go and purchase other companies, and just like Apple, they purchase the technology to go with it.
But see, what about us? What are we gonna build? What are we gonna build for our generations? We gotta really
keep
focus
selling
on
out.
that.
We build it up, and we sell it
that's
out.
my point. That's my point. We keep getting to that point, and we go for the bag, right? Instead of going for that generational, right? Like your family has generational wealth, but your community don't have generational wealth. You're supposed to build that generational wealth also for your community, to where, like you said, Trash, we can have that Walmart. We can have that Walmart. Like, it's no reason that we shouldn't have a grocery store in every big city, every small city. It's enough entertainers that came out of like at what point entertainers are people that's just getting money that you don't go back to your city and start like for me.
You gotta remember, Kurt.
No, I get it, but no matter who
really get into that bag.
You gonna use our money to buy a company?
Look, I'm
gonna tell you, nigger.
You gotta get on them knees.
It's two things that come out of this to me. Some of them ain't really getting the money that they saying they getting, so they can't afford to go back.
No, it's what they got to do for the money that they're controlled by. They can't just do what they want to do with that money.
But if
they
you
got
get
money,
if you get the money and it's yours, you can do like Chappelle did and walk away.
See, then
he didn't take the money.
Came after him.
That's what I'm saying. He
didn't take the money.
So they double back and gave that money right back another company.
Well, the other company was
under his contract, though. He signed a contract that he wanted to do, and he almost done with that contract.
No, I'm talking about Netflix came and gave him $50 million. The same $50 million he left on the table, and everybody called him stupid. When he finally came back, 50 was waiting on him.
But
well, again, the thing is, what happened?
Contract, though.
It don't matter. It's integrity. That's what I'm saying. That's how you keep your integrity. You don't sell out for the money. You're supposed to get the money. It's educate.
The money will come. That's what you're saying.
It's infiltrate, educate, and vacate. That's the whole thing. If we can keep that model, then okay, I'm gonna let you use me and my talents to make money off of me, and you're gonna pay me. Now I'm gonna take my money and use my talents to build my community. I don't care what nobody say. Like, I don't have to go back to the well. See, the people that have to go back to the well, they're controlled. And I think I heard Dr. Boyce Watkins talking about it the other day. Like you can get 100 million, and then now they put 50 million on the table, 50 more million. Now you like, oh, I got to go get that 50. Nah, I'm done with y'all. I got 100. I can go build with this 100. But at some point, we all are greedy. At some point, we all are greedy, where we have to get that more, and then we don't stop. It's the same thing with drug dealers. That's why drug dealers can't never get out. The money come, and then there's some more sitting there. I gotta go get it when they got enough to go legit. At some point, we gotta pivot, and then that's how we're gonna start building, right? Like I'm telling you,
I think people are grinding for themselves and not grinding for their last name.
Look at Kanye West. He finna have a school, right? He already, I'm hearing, have high school players or basketball players already signing up to come to the school. He already have a ex-basketball player that's over the whole program, right? Like, so Kanye West finna build his school, and it's gonna be the blueprint. And he talked about how he wanted to supply the jerseys for his team. He said then next he gonna supply the jerseys for the whole league, right? And he talked about this. They showed a post where he talked about this in 2013, and now all of it's coming true.
So
Right?
they broke. Did they break ground on like the buildings and stuff yet?
I don't know that yet.
Oh,
I
okay.
would think so. I would think so, because they supposed to have all this stuff in place, right? So anyway, my point is Kanye using a system to build. At some point, he got to start manufacturing his own shoes.
Yeah.
If he's not manufacturing his own shoes, his proteges that he have under him, they should be manufacturing their own shoes. Like when the Ball brothers came out with their shoes, right? Everybody think it was a bust. It wasn't a bust to me, because now the ideal is there. Now you just got to get to where a good shoe is being made and they're not tearing up. Because Nike started with rubber tires under the bottom of theirs and pasting stuff together.
Waffle maker.
Right?
Waffle iron.
Right? So at some point, right, they using the same people to build a shoe that the Balls used to build a shoe. Same people building the shoe.
Yep. Yeah, the thing was the bottoms, it costs, like for each size it costs, for the waffle the bottom of the shoe. So the material and all that stuff. So it was a logistics situation. And then a family member situation, not a friend of the family, like robbed them and shit like that.
Yeah,
so
no,
it just
I get that. I get that. That's why I say it wasn't. They laid the blueprint.
Yeah,
So
it's
somewhere there's a high
mind.
school kid, an elementary kid. Somewhere there's an elementary kid that now when he get to college he'll get a little money, right? Because they'll be making money, right? He get to college, a
little money,
because he gonna go after that big money, right? But he gonna get some money. And then he'll be able to fund his projects going into the pros, right? Like even when you look at what Shaq done, Shaq went to school for marketing, right? He says that his professor told him, Shaq, it just can't be done, man. Big guys don't do this. Like, look at Muggsy Bogues. Muggsy Bogues can do it. You can't do this. The marketing ain't gonna be for you. Shaq said he went out there and said, okay, I gotta smile a little more. I gotta be funny. I gotta and Shaq went out there and did it, and he marketed himself. And a lot of people don't know Shaq's shoe has sold more than Jordan's shoe. His shoe is affordable, but you know what's the craziest thing about his shoe being affordable? Our kids won't wear them.
He wasn't a finesse player. Everybody looked at him like a bit,
but that ain't the reason the shoe don't sell. The shoe sells to a certain market, but most of our kids won't wear them because they don't cost enough.
Yeah. And it's made from the same material.
It's made from the same material, the same people. You can take Shaq off there and put Jordan on there.
Yep.
Same shoe.
Yeah, he was like he was getting ready to leave through the tunnel in the arena, and one of the ladies said, "Your shoe costs too much." And he said he went to Reebok and said, "I don't want to do this no more. You can keep the money." And that's when he brought the shoe to Walmart. Was more affordable. Even Steph Marbury, his shoe was fire.
Hey, look,
sold out.
They wouldn't buy him though. They
bought him.
No, they quit. They quit. That's what gave him his little breakdown, I thought.
Nah,
because he tried to make the $5 shoe. He made a $5, $10 shoe, man, and we won't wear them, even though they bad shoes. Same shoe. Yeah, same shoe.
I think they ran him out of America, man.
Because
he had a blueprint.
He had a blueprint.
Hey, you know what? It was the best thing for him though, because he went overseas internationally and became a superstar.
He a superstar.
Yeah, he did.
He Same thing with superstar overseas. Like
and his shoe sell over there.
And it's crazy that you got to go overseas to get love that our own people can't give us here. And it shouldn't be that way, but it's more often than not that we go through that. No, but it's the system that we live in, and it's set up like
if
that.
If it don't cost a lot.
Hey, look, Trash, I can tell you this. I live in this same system, and I don't have to buy the Jordan shoes. I wear Chucks.
Hey man, you know what?
And
I've
see,
got.
I don't know what none of y'all are talking about because I just go get a comfortable shoe. I couldn't tell
Yeah.
you whose shoe it is. If it's
Hey, we
somebody's
West Coast
shoe,
kids. We go to the van store and my kids live it up. Buy one get one 50% off.
No, see, but that's good. And the reason I brought up Shaq's shoe is because my son has. I go and buy him like he like these one red Shaqs and some Pumas. I go buy that same shoe. I keep him a fresh pair. He didn't have some since he was 3, size 4, size 5, right? Every time, but he loves them. I get him other shoes too, but I
But
make
those are the
sure,
ones he
like,
likes.
instead of me going to buy a $200 pair of shoes, I go buy him 3 pairs at a time of some other shoes, and then I buy him a nice pair to where he can wear to school,
Uh-huh.
right?
So you can rip
So
around
he's
and
wait,
gonna
tear
take.
up.
you said nice pair, but
So
you just
so
said
a
the
more a
shoe is
more
still the
expensive
same.
pair, a more
Okay.
expensive pair, I should say.
No, one that
I
he
should
would
say.
deem as
Yeah.
a higher fashion
Yeah,
shoe.
I
Right.
should say a more expensive pair, right?
Elegance,
Um,
such as the
and
Yeezys.
and the reason I do it, like, it's just because once I started, like, I did it to where I showed him, like, no man, you can, as long as your shoes are clean, you're good. I taught him that, and then once he asked me, Daddy, could I get some Nikes? Yeah, you can get some Nikes. And then I get him some Nikes, but I double back and get him 3 more pair of these. So you don't have to just burn your Nikes out. When you going out in the backyard, no, don't put your Nikes on. You put these on. Cause we can go make these, like, man, you keep your shoes clean, right? Cause we're gonna go get another pair of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like, I ain't just making them wear stuff that they, like, don't want to wear either, because one of my daughters, I can't even shop for her no more because I don't really know what she likes now. Like, so she has to go with me. Like my other
Uh-huh.
daughter, I already know if I can get something with some lights on the bottom of them, she good.
Hey, that's perfect when they that age, because as soon as they start getting the pings and they want what they call drip, oh boy, your pocket the price tag go way up,
So
way
so so
up.
so trash. What I'm gonna do though is that heat press machine. Hey, you know what? You want some of them? I'm gonna need 3 shirts. I'm gonna
Work
need 3
for
of
it.
these
Hey,
we got problem shirts. And then you go
hey,
make some shirts. I'm gonna cash you out. You just did business. And then now if you go spend like I'm not gonna let you spend all of that on no pair of shoes. You're gonna have to put some of that money I just paid you, some of it gonna be invested, because they got investment accounts, right?
mm-hmm.
That's the stuff that we build in that ecosystem, right? Like, I try to post stuff like everybody should have their kids some type of investment account.
Yeah,
Even
I
Investment.
if
agree.
you're only putting $5 a week in there, $5 a month, you putting something.
Investment in a small business. Get them in
Yeah.
a business mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so tonight um, was a great conversation with the panel. Um, I want everybody to give a brief. I'm gonna start with Kurt. Kurt, tell them what you do, man.
I'm a personal development coach. I can help you map out your plans for your goals that you want to create for yourself, and move you to taking strategies to where you can take action. I also help people repair their credit and show them places where they can go start a business. I'm not the business guy that start them up, but I can direct you where to start them. But I can get you on that right track to where you can start making some money. You can start creating your goals and living the life you want to live.
Next
And you
up,
can find me at curtisgmartin.com.
awesome, awesome. Next up, we got the no other than the Butterfly Bully.
I know I got so many names. You got Ronda Wright's official, Butterfly Bully. Um, if you need help writing a book, uh, getting inspiration to write a book, um, anything book wise, you want to know how to publish it, you can contact me at either rondawrightsofficial.com or at Ronda Wrights Official or at the Butterfly Bully on Instagram.
Awesome, awesome. Next, we got the Tres Vegan.
What's going on, y'all, man? You can get at me at trashvegan.com. My Instagram is at trash underscore at the trash vegan underscore. It's on there. It's been a long day, y'all. I've been up since about 4:30 this morning. So, need help with losing weight? Need help with getting your game plan together on how you can get your life on track, get your gut healthy? Not hard to find. Get at me.
But we have Mr.
Got
Mr. Intro to Crypto, Scott. If you want to learn about crypto technology and just being all around in the know, he's an author, he's a coach when you want to be. You can hit up Your Bitcoin Bully on Instagram, and also he's a master barber. Just hit him up. And my name is Alian, and I am the Grindaholic. You go to grindaholic.com for all your domain and web hosting services. And last but not least, we have the Black Friday takeover. Tickets are $25. Please join us. We'll be giving out good game for the family.
For 24 hours straight.
24 hours straight. We got some of the hottest people to give us phenomenal information, such as Conundrum, Ashley Nicole Scott with Freedom Georgia Initiative. Trash, did we ever get that in writing or get that?
We didn't. We never got it. He never got back to us. So we'll talk up on it when we can definitely get some feedback on him from him.
All right. So we got some hitters that's coming in hot. Plus, we have also the Black Masterminds to give out, again, phenomenal information. We got Curtis G. Martin, Butterfly Bully, Trash Vegan. Who else we got?
We got Jess.
Well, what's her company?
The BK Bruja Laughs.
Yeah.
BK Bruja Laughs. We got
the Go-To
Chick. And we got Shoe Solutions and
Build or Bullshit.
Build or Bullshit.
You could build or bullshit. It's on you.
It's all on you.
That's Build or Bullshit.
Yeah. But anybody got anything else?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be for 24 hours, right? Like we're gonna be around the clock. So instead of standing in a line somewhere on Thursday night, come join us. That'll be 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It'll be 9 o'clock on the West Coast. Come join us instead of standing in line, and we're gonna teach you some things and show you some things to where you can start making some money instead of standing in a line to spend all your money. Like it's a gimmick that they're doing, and a lot of people don't know it. It's a gimmick, right? They tell you to come get this TV. We got $200 TVs for $6,500, and in small print they say we only have one at that price.
Yeah, it's a cold game, man, and a lot of people start learning, start earning. Stop being a liability.
Start becoming an asset.
Yeah, we gotta build assets. We grind for assets. That's one of the t-shirts that's coming out soon. I grind for assets instead of liabilities. But again, we have a crucial ass panel that's gonna be doing this takeover. I'm talking about. We got the hitters. Y'all come join us, and I'm gonna keep advertising on my end. Just get people, primed for this.
I think that's a shirt right there, the Black Friday takeover with that logo up under it.
Yeah, I just did that on the fly. I just did that, y'all. That's why you saw me looking at.
Yeah, that's a shirt for me. Hey, we was rolling in. We got a little fired up. We went in overtime tonight.
We still are.
We still live.
We still in here.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm watching the clock.
Yeah. Hey, is anybody else want to take us out before we close, or y'all want to keep going?
Go ahead, take us out.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. All right, people. That's tonight's show. Make sure you go to Black Friday Takeover. $25 per ticket. Check us out. The Butterfly Bully, Curtis G. Martin, Trash Vegan and myself. I am a grindaholic on Instagram. Peace.